I'm not sure how many of you have been playing Injustice 2 Mobile since launch, but I am definitely one of those people. And as an OG player, I can definitely tell you guys that this game has kind of gone downhill since the game first came out. There have been a lot of positive things that have been done to this game, like for example refactoring, but overall there's just a lot of problems that this game has that I think could be fixed very easily, but the developers don't really give a shit and it kind of just keeps screwing us over. So I'm going to be listing 5 of the things I wish they would change in this game, and I think these things would greatly improve the replayability of this game. Number 5 is actually very simple. It's fixing the game crashes. I don't know about you guys, but for me, my game crashes a lot, especially when I get into leagues and I try to check in or I try to get my little shard rewards that people give me or shard exchanges that people give me. This game crashes a lot in this section. I'm not really sure why. I have good Wi-Fi. I use it all the time on my PC, and every time I hop on Injustice to make a video, I turn off my Wi-Fi on my PC so that all of it can kind of go to my phone, and even that doesn't really help. On top of that, there have been instances where I am playing raids, like the actual raids where I'm fighting a boss, and the game just closes on you, and that is very unfortunate because you lose an entire pip if that were to happen. There have been some instances where it happens in Champions Arena and just regular arena. Most of the time, though, it happens in leagues, and it's very unfortunate because in leagues you have to wait a long time to be able to replay, and you only get 3 pips per day. And since right now T6 is basically the best um, tier to farm, we finish it really quickly since now we have OP players, which means that if I do mess up or if the game does crash or whatever, I have to wait like 4 days or 3 days to be able to replay, to be able to reuse that character, and to be able to play again with that with 3 pips. I wish they would fix that, but they haven't. It's very annoying. It might be an Android problem because I do have Android. I don't have iPhone. I have heard it runs better on iPhone, but I really wish they would fix that. Number 4 is a problem I think everybody has with this game now, and that is the AI. The AI in this game is absolutely retarded. It is very unpredictable. It can break some of the rules that we have to follow, which is fine, I guess, since our character is usually stronger. But sometimes you can be doing a combo and it will just randomly interrupt your combo, or you can like tag in after you finish the combo so that you can continue to do a special with the next character, and for some odd reason the AI blocks it even though it shouldn't be able to. It's very annoying. It ruins a lot of raids, it ruins a lot of just champions arenas and regular arenas, and my particular character that I really hate fighting is Multiverse the Flash, because Multiverse the Flash, the AI for that character is absolutely insane. He will just he will just go ham on you. He will not stop until you are dead. And it is very, very, very frustrating. Now, to most people, number 3 might not be a huge problem, but for me it is. And that is challenge characters. I think challenge characters are way too difficult to get. If you want to get this character in one, like just one challenge, like the 3 days or 4 days, whatever they give you to do the challenge, you would have to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of gems just to get this character, just get the character. From leveling up from 4 stars to 5 stars can take more than 1,000 gems alone, and that is absolutely just way too much. That is just it exceeds it way too much. I was playing Injustice 1 yesterday, and I had a challenge for, I believe it was Batman Ninja or Ninja Batman, and you can get that character automatically as long as you finish all of the fights, which the fights give you rewards on top of that. So in this game, you get no rewards. You get no rewards for fighting, and you get punished because you have to fight so much that you have to waste gems and stuff like that, or you have to waste time. So there is no benefit to doing the challenge here as compared to doing the challenges from Injustice 1. In Injustice 1, you fight to get the character, you get the character, and on top of that, because you fought, you get extra rewards for that. In this one, you don't get anything. You just get the character after about 3 years. So, yeah, that's not fun at all. Now, me personally, because I play this game completely for free, I've never spent a dime on this game. I haven't been able to play T7 or T8. However, I am actually kind of grateful that I never have. First of all, I don't really have the damage to go there. T6, I can do it. I can do like 15 mil at most. But I think you need to be able to make 15 mil easily to go to T7 or T8. and I can't do that yet. But I really don't want to either because the rewards for T7 and T8 are so garbage. T6 rewards are better. I believe that in T7 or T8 they should be giving you Reforge or more gear material. Maybe they do give you more gear material, but I think they have to give you Reforges because you spent all that time building up these characters to do insane damage, and you're getting pretty crappy rewards. It's a very terrible system. I cannot believe they did that. When I first saw the rewards for T7 and T8, I was really shocked. I legitimately thought they would go from 60 to 65 to 70 gears, but basically they just kept the rewards exactly the same as T6, but you have to put in like 3 times the work. So that is a complete waste of time. I think the developers are absolutely nuts. Like nuts. That is seriously something that I cannot believe they did. Now, this is definitely my biggest problem with Injustice 2 mobile. That is the currencies. Okay, I'm gonna try to stay really calm when I talk about this, but there is just so many different types of currencies in this game. Just for a couple examples, you have to worry about the energy. You have to worry about the credits. You have to worry about the gems. You have to worry about the gear material. You have to worry about the reforges. You have to worry about the XP capsules. You have to worry about the orbs, and you have to worry about shards. That is 8 different things that you have to worry about that comes to mind. There might be 2 other things. Let's just say there's 10. There's 10 different currencies you have to worry about in this game. And that is really, that is ridiculous. In Injustice 1, all you really had to worry about was credits. Credits could get you about 90% of the way there, especially for those characters that were OP that you can promote through credits. That was awesome. That was really good because that meant that as long as we played and we played a lot, we would get rewards. In this game, there is no option for that. Not really. You can play the campaign, you can play it as much as you want, as long as you're willing to spend gems to, to get the energy and or to replay chapters that you really want to play. Maybe you want to keep replaying chapter 18 to get the most rewards or whatever. You're going to have to spend a lot of gems. And to get gems now is easier, but because everything kind of runs on gems and because there's so many different currencies, that means that you can go through gems so unbelievably quick. You won't even know where they went, to be completely honest. And I think that just completely screws us over. I think the biggest scam in this game is reforges because reforges take about you can one character has 15 gear talents in total. And to change one of those talents, you can probably use up 100 gear reforges. Just for one. For one. There's 15. That would mean you would spend 1,500 reforges. Granted, that is at the worst case scenario, but it could still happen. And getting 1,500 credits, 500, getting 1,500 gear material or gear reforges is a very difficult thing to do, especially since they got rid of those packs that give you a lot of them. Now they kind of replaced it with this pack, which would be, where is it? This one, gear resources. But you only get 6. You only get 6. If you spent 2,500, which would be buying 10 of these, that means you would only get 60. You would only get 60 reforge. That's not even enough to change one in at the worst case scenario. That's not enough to change one. That is that's not good. That's not good. That means you would have to spend, tens of thousands of gems just to get one character right. On top of that, you have to worry about the gear material. And gear material is a real pain in the butt. I haven't really upgraded a lot of characters until right now. I want to upgrade Silver Banshee. And I forgot just how much gear material you need to get from level, 1 to 10, 1 to 20, whatever it is. All that is easy until you start getting to level 40 to 50, 50 to 60, and 60 to 70. And it's especially hard for someone like me who doesn't spend any money on the game. I don't mind waiting. I've waited 3 years to get all this stuff that I have, and it's great. I think one of the reasons why I still play this game and I'm not burned out is because I didn't spend any money in the game. Everything was still kind of fresh. I haven't even used some of the characters that people have maxed out. I haven't even used, what's his name, Batman Ninja? Or Ninja Batman? This guy. I really want to use him. I'm just waiting to level him up and to get his gears on raids. And then I'll play with him, and that'll be fun. However, it's not fun when you have to be going through all of these currencies. You have to keep track of all this stuff just to get one character, maxed out. It is very frustrating. In Injustice 1, like I said, credits got you 90% of the way there. In this one, credits get you about 10% of the way there. If there's 10 different currencies, and each currency takes you 10%, then you would need. Oh, sorry. If there's 10 different currencies, then each currency takes you about the same way. That means only one currency will take you 10% of the way there, which means you would need a lot of every single currency just for one character. That is insane. That is insane. That is very frustrating, especially for someone like me who's been playing since day one. I can't even get close to upgrading some of these characters in a day or whatever. Just that's just an example. Where as an Injustice One, as long as you kept playing the game and you got better characters and stuff like that, you can then build a team, build a bunch of teams that can let you farm certain parts of the chapters. Well, here it's chapters or the campaign or whatever. But in Injustice 1, you could keep farming those forever as long as you had the characters. In this one, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you have a lot of characters because you have to wait for the timer. And if you don't want to wait for the timer, then you have to spend gems, which it is so frustrating, guys. It is very frustrating. I get very angry thinking about that. And yesterday, when I re-downloaded Injustice 1, I actually felt kind of at home because of all the stuff that they give you for free and of all the stuff that you can get by just plainly having hard work, putting hard work into the game. But in this one, it is a total scam, especially like I said, those reforges, they will get you. I really wish they would have changed that. Like, seriously, all jokes aside, it is very upsetting. The platinum chests, or all of these chests, whatever you want to call them, all of these are scams as well. You get, like, you don't even have a 1% chance of getting Arkham Knight Batman. You have an 8% here, but that's just to get a couple shards. You don't even have a 1% chance of getting the character in whole with regular ones. I believe it's 0.48, which is half of a percent. It's so scammy. I mean, look at this. Look at it. 3% to get 200 shards. To get from 4 stars to 5 stars, you need 440, I believe it is, shards. So you would have to get lucky twice just to level him up from 4 stars to 5 stars. And that's with 500 gems. It's I have no words for it. It's very upsetting because this clearly tells us that all they really give a crap about is money and not the gamers. Whereas in Injustice 1, as long as you put in the work, like I said, you can actually get all the stuff relatively quickly. It just depends on how much work you put in. Where here you have to wait and spend hours and hours and hours just to get something as simple as a level 60 gear, which is frustrating, very frustrating.